At the present time would be a really decent time to overlook most all that you thought you learned 2 weeks back in the Arabian Peninsula. This week the cruel people at Dorna take us from the abandoned to the wilderness. From them sizzling totally open man-made cautery spaces to an exhausting, more tightly Argentinian design hacked out of triple shade, somewhere down in the moist heart of no place. Marquez and the processing plant Yamaha's like this place. All things considered, approve, it sits on an enormous lake. Various perusers allegedly have their underwear in a turnover. Reports that a conceivable win for Johann Zarco, Tech 3 Yamaha's mid-profession d'Acier, was snuffed at low sale by a damaged front tire, a report Michelin has clearly affirmed. This isn't a factually huge arraignment of Michelin's hustling tire program. It is proof just that, truth be told, poop occurs in dashing. Jorge Lorenzo lost his brakes, at speed, in a similar race and ended up with cowhides looking like something David Crosby would wear. Quite a long while back Marc Marquez got himself to outdoors from his Honda at around 200 miles per hour at Mugello and left it. Marco Simoncelli, Yuki Takahashi, Louis Salom. It's all piece of a similar arrangement, a similar deal. No tears in MotoGP. Danny Pedrosa says he had tire issues. So Jack Miller. Paul Espargaro did not crash out but rather resigned with hardware issues. In any case, shocking for Zarco. In any case, also chilling for whatever remains of the field. As opposed to the suppositions communicated by a significant number of you, I feel Honda has within track in the 2019 Rider Lottery because of Zarco's age. Zarco wouldn't like to win in 3 years when the KTM bicycle might be untouchable. He needs to win 1 year from now. He's old to be a genuine first-time danger for a title. He won't need his initially real shot to happen when he's in his mid-30s, as has Dovies. He needs it now, as the articulation goes, while we're youthful here. 2015 was the year Valentino Rossi assaulted shielding champion Marquez late in the race, with Marquez going downtrodden in what might turn into his most exceedingly terrible head class season to date. He had begun well from shaft and gave off an impression of being vanishing early yet couldn't escape. Rossi had begun 8th, however discovered something amidst the race while Marquez's back tire accused the 2015 frame was hectically deteriorating underneath him. Rossi was joined on the platform by Andrea Dovizioso and Cal Crutchlow. Lorenzo, never a factor that day, would return later in the year for his third title. 2016 was the Michelin disaster, the required mid-race bicycle switcheroo, Tito Rabat getting before Rossi as they re-entered the race, permitting his BFF Marquez to escape. Rossi said his number 2 bicycle just wasn't as quick as his number 1. After the reset, Marquez was joined on the platform by Rossi and Pedrosa. The genuine scheme scholars bolster the idea that Rabat had Honda Industrial Facility Group requests to block Rossi if at all conceivable, permitting his preparation accomplice number 93 an undeserved favorable position. A year ago, Maverick Vinales and Marquez, the 2 brightest youthful stars in the MotoGP atmosphere, would have squared off for a bungle in the jungle here in the middle of nowhere. Marquez, beginning from shaft, took the opening shot and drove the field by just about 2 seconds when he uniquely lost the front, thusly 2 of lap 4. Poof. Vinales, running second at the time, accepted the lead, set down 21 or better laps, and won effectively, scarcely starting to sweat, making it a twofer for 2017. This is a preview, right? In this way, most years here we've watched Marc Marquez tango with a processing plant Yamaha at the front of your fundamental high-octane conga line. This year the star artists could undoubtedly incorporate a Ducati or 2, the format may likewise appear to some as Suzuki accommodating. Furthermore, is there anybody out there ready to recommend that Johann Zarco won't keep running in advance with the huge pooches? On a 2-year-old sled that just hammers? The present climate viewpoint is one the groups despise, cool and wet on Friday and Saturday, clearing and warming up on Sunday evening. A filthy track in any case, at that point 2 days of training in rain, trailed by a warmish race. It is useful to remember the way that Marquez slammed out a year ago and still figured out how to win the title. Thus, a terrible result here isn't a major issue independent from anyone else. Assuming, nonetheless, it is joined with an out-of-the-focus's execution in Qatar, it can make for the beginning of a long season. Jorge.